Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest coming back for a second time on the show. Rebecca, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Jello. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking. And of course, for giving us your time. I know you're very busy. Now, to kick things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience, maybe starting off with what's your role in the business, Rebecca?
Sure. So I am Rebecca Cullen. I own Cullen Company at Keller Williams, and I am the Rainmaker of our organization.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the real estate business?
I have been an agent since 2015, and I've been an investor since 2009.
Wow. So really a lot of experience for you when it comes to real estate. Then you've been around for a while now. Now, I'm also curious to know, how about with Cyberbacker? How long have you been partnered?
I've been with Cyberbacker since 2020.
2020. So 2 years. Now, how did you find out about Cyberbacker?
So I was, or still am, I am in MAPS coaching. And so 𝗙𝗃 was a person who I like to listen to. And he was talking about virtual leverage for many, many years. And then I watched him start Cyberbacker. So after a few years of having lots of raving fans talk about Cyberbacker, I went ahead and pulled the trigger.
All right. And there we go. Now you're partnered with your cyberbackers for 2 years now, right?
Yes. And I have 2 of them.
Yes. 2 cyberbackers supporting you in the business. Now, was this your first time working with someone virtually, or did you have experience before us?
Yes. So I did work with another virtual company. In 2018, I bounced back and forth with other companies. And 2020, I went ahead and I haven't looked back.
All right. Now, how was the transition though? Of course, usually the office setup is your assistants are usually there in the office with you. So now you have to work with someone virtually. How was the transition for you? Was it difficult? Was it easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. It also helped that it was March 2020 when I reached out to Cyberbacker.
Oh, yes.
And so with the world, the way that it was back then, it just kind of helped us seamlessly turn into a virtual company. All of our agents had to work from home, and it just seemed like a perfect fit to have somebody who required us to work virtually as one of our partners.
Again, something really positive came out of a negative, especially within the pandemic, right? Taught us how to live virtually, and work virtually too, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I'm curious to know, do you still remember the set of tasks that you created, or your give up list, your original list that you created before you got partnered with Cyberbacker?
Yes. So I sat there for a couple of hours actually, because again, I had a virtual assistant in the past, and it wasn't a successful relationship because I never really leveraged a lot of what I didn't enjoy doing. And so I sat there for hours and just made lists and lists and lists of everything I didn't enjoy doing and things that perhaps somebody could be better at than I could be. And so I had a long list of tasks that I gave to Cyberbacker, and they matched somebody who is now Tim. At that time, he was a perfect match for all of the things that I had on my list. The blessing in all of it was that he was previously an admin for another real estate agent. And so selfishly, I chose somebody who already had experience doing transactions so that everything else that was on my list, I could help him learn while he was taking on our biggest project, which was transaction coordination at the time.
There we go. So how's his role evolved now that you've been in partnership for years? How has it evolved?
Yeah. So Tim, again, Tim was like my executive assistant at the time. Again, we had agents, we had other people in the organization, but we didn't have somebody to manage the transactions at a high level. And so Tim at that time did everything, marketing, coordination, maintaining my schedule at that time. And then as we progressed, now his role really just consists of listing coordination, which we serve a lot of sellers in this market, which is such a blessing. And so he, every day, his tasks are handling customer experience and everything on the pre-side of a listing coordination, from photography, measurements, everything that doesn't require in person, he's able to handle.
There you go. Anything that he can do virtual or anything that he can do in front of a computer.
Yes, absolutely. And he oftentimes picks up the phone to have conversations with the clients because, for clarity purposes, sometimes emails don't come across clearly. And so he has no problem picking up the phone and just conveying the message over the phone. So I'm really grateful that he feels empowered to be able to do that.
There we go. Now, how about your second cyberbacker, Maria? Do you remember originally what she was supposed to do and to compare it now and how it evolved?
Yeah, so Maria, and we call her Rania. She likes to go by Rania, so I'm going to call her that. And so she was hired to be our database manager. And truly, she is our database manager. Our business is our database, and we know that we will get at least 10% return on our MET database per Gary Keller and the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. And so her goals on a daily basis is to build that database. And so she connects with people as if she's me. And she does a great job. She has immersed herself into our culture so well that people have no idea that it's not me speaking to them.
Okay, so really, both of their roles have already grown. The 2 years that you've been working with them. Imagine what you can do in, let's say, 5 more years, right? Imagine the growth. Gosh.
Yes.
Now, I'd like to know, of course, before you got partnered with both of them, you would go through the hiring process. Now, I'd like to know, how did you feel, or how did you choose Rania and Tim to be a part of your cyber? Was it just a gut feel? Was it how they answered questions? Tell me more.
Yeah, so Tim specifically, again, he had real estate experience. And so from a time for me to not have a lot of time to be able to train, that was a great move. And so you guys have a great process that mirrors career visioning, which is through Keller Williams. And because I have gone through that before, I kind of knew what to see in the future or to prepare for. And so with Tim, again, I had my to-do list, all the things that I didn't like doing. And so I would ask questions, and you guys did a great job preparing me with questions that might be, in case I forgot or didn't have a question prepared. You guys had some cues for us already emailed to me directly. And so with Tim, it was a little bit easier. With Rania, she had no experience in real estate, but the great thing with her is that she has kind of like a psychology background. Wow. And so she really understood how the mind works and how to help with customer experience. And so database management, even though we had some fantastic people to choose from, I loved the way that she was thinking and the way that she communicated mostly, which is why we ended up choosing her.
There we go. So really, there would be those cues you would feel, and of course, those gut feels as well when it comes to partnering with these cyberbackers. And again, you really have to make sure, because you're going to be working with them almost every day of the week, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I have one last question for you. We've been talking about both of your cyberbackers for a while now, but I'd like to know one trait that you love most about each of them. What's the best part about them?
What a blessing to be able to see them and be with them on a daily basis. I do still check in with them daily. Rania and I communicate via chat pretty much all day long. But Tim specifically, he is such a family man, and he is very responsive when we need something. Because oftentimes he has to switch gears because he's serving clients. We're so happy to see him and his family grow over the last 2 years. And so I can really tell, like, when Monday starts, we want to make sure that we ask him how his weekend was and how his daughter, who's newly born, or she's actually almost a year now, we're just watching her grow. So I love that about Tim, and that he shares so much about his family. And then with Rania, I love her curiosity, and I love her eagerness to learn and grow. She's one of the most fascinating people I know, and she's so resourceful, and I am grateful for her, for sure.
We are very excited to see where this partnership is going to grow to. Of course, more years to come. And Rebecca, we really appreciate you coming back to the show, and I hope this isn't the last time that we get to do this.
Thank you. Thanks again, Jello.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.